Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Air Officer Commanding Pakistan Air Force Academy Asghar Khan, distinguished guests, graduating cadets, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I am pleased to review the graduation parade at Pakistan Air Force Academy Asghar Khan today. I'm especially happy to see the highest standard of parade, which has always been the hallmark of this esteemed institution. On this occasion, I congratulate the graduating cadets, distinction holders, winner of Swords of Honor, their parents and family members. I offer special compliments to the Royal Saudi Air Force cadets and their families on successful graduation. Indeed, the presence of Saudi cadets at Pakistan Air Force Academy is a symbol of strong friendship and cooperation between our two great nations and their armed forces. I am sure you will not only keep the flag of your nation high, but also of this great institution, and be the ambassador of Pakistan in your country. Dear graduating cadets, today marks the beginning of your journey in one of the most distinguished, respected, and professional air forces of the world. Indeed, you are entrusted with the noble mission of defending the aerial frontiers of motherland and carry out the hopes of the entire nation on your young shoulders. Therefore, you should seek inspiration from the legacy of our forefathers who, despite tough challenges, kept the national flag high. You have been trained well at this leading Air Force Academy on the strength of recent paradigm shift in training based on future-focused technological interface, with equal emphasis on character, leadership, intellectual prowess, mental resilience, and physical robustness. I'm sure this transformation of training must have developed you into operationally oriented air warriors, capable to take up the challenges of evolving battle space, shaped by interplay of emerging technologies. Ladies and gentlemen, we live in challenging times in the wake of complex global and regional environment. Our adversity is always bent on undermining the sovereignty of this beloved country. The recent conflict in May this year is also a manifestation of the same. Alhamdulillah, in a remarkable show of unity, the people of Pakistan and its armed forces defeated the enemy with far greater numerical might. Certainly, this resounding success during Marka-e-Haq Banyan Marsus was the outcome of unified approach by all elements of national power and above all, Allah's special blessing. For the first time in history, ladies and gentlemen, Pakistan Air Force conducted full-spectrum multi-domain operation, employing element of space, cyber and electronic warfare, along with long-range vectors, unmanned aerial system, killer drones, and loitering munitions. The world was stunned to witness the superb execution of Pakistan Air Force operations that were excellently choreographed and flawlessly executed. On the fateful night between 6th and 7th May, when Pakistan's sovereignty was challenged by the aggressor, PF upheld the legacy of fighting outnumbered and shot down the enemy's most modern and capable aircraft, including multiple Rafale jets, Su-30 MKI, Mirage 2000, MiG-29, unmanned aerial system with multiple solid evidence and electronic signatures. This fierce aerial engagement is being regarded as one of the most intense and longest BVR versus BVR battles of modern aerial history, leaving the enemy skies silent for remaining part of the conflict. We also responded to their preemption on 10th May with Pak Army with a paralyzing punch and stuck their bases and ground asset deep into the enemy territory from north to south. Besides neutralizing state-of-the-art defense system, S-400 and command and control centers. Without any doubt, Pakistan Air Force could have gone further, but we inherit a mature strategic culture. Our action and operation were effective, yet calibrated and balanced, with a single aim to ensure peace with honor, in line with the aspiration of our great nation. Certainly, the world has never seen before such a bold application of air power, integrated with niche technology, which created a textbook example of modern-day combat. Alhamdulillah, the outcome of conflict has yet again established Pakistan Air Force professionalism and superiority across all domains. As such, Pakistan Air Force mastery in employment of multi-domain capability is being acknowledged and studied by warfare professionals around the globe. Ladies and gentlemen, what the world witnessed during Marka Haq was not an isolated event, but the outcome of comprehensive strategy of restructuring, modernization, and indigenization campaign undertaken by Pakistan Air Force during recent past few years. Long before the crisis emerged, Pakistan Air Force recognized the rapidly changing character of war, making it challenging for the conventional forces to cope up with the new dictates of modern warfare parameters. Accordingly, we realigned our operational doctrine, concept, and strategy, keeping in view the limitation of fiscal space and availability of technologies. Pakistan Air Force vigorously pursued a very aggressive, innovative, and practical strategy of modernization and adapted as well as operationalized numerous advanced combat and combat support capability, along with niche technologies in record time through our smart induction and indigenization program. The smartly executed homegrown kill chain comprising indigenously developed unmanned system, EW and space assets, along with cyber capability, developed in record time under the ambit of newly established National Aerospace Science and Technology Park, NASTAP, form the very core of PF's multi-domain operation strategy. No doubt, establishment of this strategic setup of national significance has emerged that our indigenous process remain enduring and leading to robust defense mechanism. I would also like to share with this esteemed gathering that the range of capabilities of NASTAP are expanding at an unprecedented pace, and a host of indigenous projects are still in pipeline that are being vigorously pursued following aggressive pipelines, parameters. Indeed, through rigorous retrospection, concept development, validation cycle, wargaming, Pakistan Air Force now stands evolved into a operational ecosystem whose true manifestation was seen during the recent conflict. Here I salute each and every member of Pakistan Air Force for their professionalism and hard work during testing times. No doubt, you fought aggressively in synergy with the sister services, and the entire nation is proud of your courage and bravery. Undoubtedly, the victory also reflects great credits on the firm resolve of our national leadership, alongside well-executed tri-service synergy, aggressive decision-making, and full support of Field Marshal Syed Asim Munir. Ladies and gentlemen, I also take this opportunity to reiterate that the strength of military organization solely hangs upon value system based on character and credibility, which is embedded in our training and organization culture. Pakistan Air Force professionalism and its performance speak for itself. Our each and every claim is based on evidence and undeniable hard facts. Unlike our adversary narrating fabricated stories and making false claims even months after the conflict. Indeed, strong professional ethos guides militaries to achieve success on battlefield, not mere claims made through media scripts. While celebrating this success with humility, We singularly remain focused on preparing for the future challenges as the enemy's rhetoric continue to suggest. Ladies and gentlemen, Pakistan is a peace-loving country and wishes to maintain friendly relations with all, especially with our neighbors. However, let me make it clear, if our nation's sovereignty is challenged, our adversary will find Pakistan armed forces even harder and better prepared. I'm sure that Pakistan Air Force will always remain second to none and a symbol of pride for the nation, inshallah. Ladies and gentlemen, in the wake of Mark-e-Haq, Pakistan has successfully emerged as a net regional stabilizer in this part of the world. As a responsible nuclear power, our relations with key global and regional powers have further strengthened, which is testimony to the untiring effort of our diplomatic strategy and credible military prowess. The rising global relevance of Pakistan remains a growing concern for our adversary, as it exploits every opportunity to malign and destabilize Pakistan on international front. By the grace of Almighty Allah, the national leadership and defense forces of Pakistan, backed by a brave and resilient nation, are committed to safeguard a geological, geographical, and aerial frontier of this great country at all costs. No doubt, the trust that the people of Pakistan places in their armed forces is unparalleled, earned through decades of selfless service, sacrifice, and unwavering commitment to the defense of our nation. I am confident that together we will make Pakistan a stronger, peaceful, and prosperous country. In the end, I once again congratulate the graduating cadets and wish you Godspeed in your future endeavors. I also appreciate Air Officer Commanding Pakistan Air Force Academy, Asghar Khan, and his motivated team for their dedicated effort towards educating, training, and grooming the cadets. I'm also grateful to the distinguished guests for their presence on this occasion. May Allah Almighty grant us strength and vision to discharge our responsibilities in line with the finest traditions of service. Ameen. Pakistan Air Force, Zindabad. Pakistan, Paindabad.